Welcome. It's so great to see everyone here. It's great to kind of be towards the end of our summer, but with still a lot of great music to come. So thank you all for being here with us tonight. My name is John Bernstein. I'm the house manager as well as the youth and outreach program director for the Shandelee Music Festival. And we are thrilled to be here. We're thrilled to be here in this beautiful and picturesque setting, and thrilled to have been here for 29 years. And that is thanks to the wonderful vision of our president and founder, Dan Stroud. Without that, we would not have this, so we are very thankful for that. As I've mentioned in the last few performances, we are halfway through our Shandelee Takeover Week on WJFF Radio. The performances and the production has been phenomenal. So for those of you that have been tuning in, you've been hearing that. For those of you that haven't, you can tune in tomorrow morning on WJFF Radio at 10 a.m. And you can hear rebroadcasts from the festival, as well as really exciting and exclusive artist interviews with the performers. And that kind of gives a little bit of insight and some background to what you're hearing here during the performances. So I encourage you to go check that out. After the performance tonight, if you are not interested in taking your program home, you can feel free to recycle those programs right on the back tables there, and you can leave that there if you're not looking to keep your program as a keepsake or memento. We do ask that you take a moment to silence all cell phones or any other devices. I know we're out in the woods, but we do occasionally get a signal coming through here. And we do ask that you please do not video or record any of the performances tonight, because it can be distracting to your fellow audience members. We would like you here and present as a listener to you tonight. We are thrilled for tonight's performers and thrilled to welcome back some old friends to the Shandelee Music Festival. So please join me in inviting up to the stage Nikita and Margarita, the Borisevich duo.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me well? Yes. We're so excited to be here and welcome to our concert. We wanted to start our concert with thank you to Executive Director Daniel Straub and Lana Ivanov for inviting us and for being great friends over the years. We're so excited to share a wonderful concert with you. Then we were thinking what we could put in the program for tonight. We were thinking probably we should do just the very best, because this is it's so amazing. Then we both sort of creating the program. We're thinking what could fit together, what are the pieces would go together. And today we decided to start with German-Russian composer Alfred Schnittke, with his exquisite suite in the old style. Schnittke was absolutely phenomenal composer of the 20th century, and his vision is sort of go way beyond of just classical music. He was incredible cinema composer, and he was composing symphonies. One of his masterpieces that sort of his trademark is Concerto Grossi, and specifically the first one and the second one. And the language of Schnittke is extremely modern. So it's extremely 20th century-like. But this particular piece, it was sort of homage to old masters, French composers of the 17th century. And originally this suite was composed apart for a movie. So, and then later on he decided it's a great combination of miniature pieces to go together as a suite. So please enjoy Schnittke suite in the old style in 5 movements. I promise this is not the first piece.
so much. What a very 20th century way to end a piece, to completely dissolve into nothingness. And also it ends the same way that the first movement ends, and that one doesn't actually end, it just goes straight into the second movement. And here we are, not sure where to applaud. There have been performances of this piece where we finished and got up and the audience was still quiet, and then we bowed and then they started to clap because it's very, it's just a question mark. But it's truly a unique piece because it is an homage to the 17th century masters. It's almost like going into a museum, you know, like the Metropolitan Museum, and walking through the beautiful halls and just being immersed in that art and just sort of transported back in time. Yet there's a fire truck outside and just the siren kind of wakes you up. That's the way that Schnittke wakes us up from this sort of daydream in the last moment where he has Nikita play that signal, and that's a great sort of contrast where the composer has all the power and they're showing that power where they're writing all this beautiful harmonious music, so much harmony, and they're sort of withholding that dissonance, and yet they can actually put it in at any moment, and there they do that, so it's really brilliant.
The next piece in our program, and that's the majority of the first half, this is monumental Kreutzer Sonata by Ludwig van Beethoven. This is sort of a work that is just absolutely incredible. It's I would only be able to compare it probably to the Ninth Symphony of Beethoven in terms of the complexity, in terms of the depth of this music, in terms of passion, and at the same time, sort of throughout all of this incredible passion and extreme virtuosity for both players, is just sort of islands of very serene and peaceful music, like every once now and then, specifically in the first movement. This is just absolutely extraordinary piece from the very beginning. First of all, he composed it and he marked it as a quasi-concerto for violin and piano. So it's sort of something that never done before in the genre of chamber music, where two instruments play sonata. This is sort of, from the front page of the movement, it states that this is something different. This is something absolutely extraordinary. And then he dedicated this originally to the George Bridgetower, virtuoso violinist who was incredibly successful back then, and he was a close friend of Beethoven. And in fact, he performed it, he sight-read it at one of the days together with composers. That's how talented Bridgetower was. And it was all going well, and the premiere date was sort of set up, and then they had a falling out over the girl. So because Beethoven was very unforgiving, and he heard some rumors, and he couldn't forgive his friend, and he crossed the name of Bridgetower, and he put the very first one that came to his mind. And that was the name of German violinist Rudolf Kreutzer. Another thing about this, that Rudolf Kreutzer unfortunately didn't understand Beethoven music, and he never played this piece. In fact, then it was a premiere of Beethoven's Second Symphony. Kreutzer stood up right in the middle of the movement, covered his ears, and ran away, because it was so revolutionary for his ears. He couldn't understand it, but this piece bears his name ever since, already for more than 200 years. And yes, this is really something. And this very piece inspired Leo Tolstoy to write a novel, which bears the same name, Kreutzer Sonata, and Leos Janáček composed also the string quartet. So this is sort of like a cornerstone in the chamber music, and we're so fortunate that we have it for violin and piano. This is an extraordinary piece. It has three movements. The first one is sort of the core of the whole sonata, and it's passionate and virtuosic, and it's very deep and very philosophical. It starts the violin solo, which never done before in the genre of chamber music or ever after. So this is quite special. Second movement is a set of exquisite variations that Margarita will start. It's beautiful, and it's ornamental variations. And the last movement is Rondo. It's very passionate and virtuosic, really fast. And it has sort of the hunting theme in there. Ta-dum, ta-dum, ta-dum. That was popular back in the day. So this is, I would say this is an experience piece, and we're always so excited and just so... I just cannot convey it before, because it's just something incredible. So please enjoy, and we're so happy to share it with you. all doing? Good?
I think we did something a little crazy with the program today because we programmed this monumental Beethoven in the first half of the concert, and we still have to play a whole second half. Usually people play it at the end because it's really hard to play anything else after that exhausting, amazing work. But we will continue. Our next piece is by Edvard Grieg. He's a Norwegian composer, and he's sort of a hero, a national hero in his country. Lots of streets, buildings, anything related to the arts bears his name, as he put it really an immense contribution to Norwegian music and sort of put it out into the world because he incorporated Norwegian folk songs and folk dances into almost everything that he wrote. In fact, his music was even criticized as being too Norwegian. How interesting. And he composed a total of 3 violin and piano sonatas, and after he composed the first one, that's when he received the criticism of his music being too Norwegian, and he said he's going to write a second violin sonata, and it's going to be even more Norwegian. So, and he did accomplish that. It's an incredible work. It starts in a very somber way, so it seems at the very beginning that it's going to be a dark, very dark piece. But actually it's just an introduction, and sort of the clouds part, and you see just the beautiful melodies. It's very joyous, very energetic, very virtuosic music, also very, very lyrical. Grieg had a very unique way of writing melodies. It's really unlike any other composer, and it just really speaks directly to the soul. So this music is incredible. The second movement is also very unique. It's typical for a second movement of sonata to be a slow movement, yet here it's not a true slow movement. In fact, it's quite virtuosic, and it reminds me sort of a ballad or an heroic poem where somebody is singing and accompanying themselves on a lyre. You're going to hear that very clearly in the music. And the third movement is just a joyous dance. It's a celebration and full of Norwegian melodies and dances. So we hope that you will enjoy this beautiful work, Grieg's Violin and Piano Sonata No. 2.
Thank you so much. And in the conclusion of our concert, we have two masterworks for violin and piano. And the first one is famous Cantabile by Niccolo Paganini. The name of Paganini is always associated with virtuoso fireworks and, all possible tricks and passion and technique, but also his lyrical side is very often a little bit forgotten because just wanted to tell you a little bit about the influence of Rossini to Paganini. Both of them were really close friends, and Rossini, being incredible operatic composer, of course, left incredible impression on Paganini and his side of composing something incredibly beautiful and lyrical for the violin. And Paganini himself was trying to imitate human voice in his writing. So this particular piece, which translates like singing, it's truly an aria for violin and piano. So it's a very special piece and incredibly beautiful. So please enjoy. Thank you very much. And the last piece. This is famous introduction on Rondo Capriccioso by Camille and Saëns. This is sort of a staple of violin repertoire, and this is an incredibly charming piece. So we all heard it so many times, and it's just sort of something that always associated the violin and courage and virtuosity and impeccable French style. One interesting fact about this piece: this piece, composed by a French composer, sounds quite Spanish, and this is for a reason, because it was a dedication for Camille Saëns' close friend Pablo Sarasate, who was an incredible virtuoso in 19th century, and he was a Spanish violinist. So in this piece, among these beautiful French melodies, you can hear castagnettes, and you can hear like wonderful passion and wonderful, beautiful melodies, something in between Spanish or French music. So it's just really, really blended so well. So thank you so much for being such a wonderful audience. I need to say that maybe even more than half of the concert is how audience is listening and how we're reacting to this, because it's incredible energy, and this is, when we hear how you listen and how you're excited, it gets us excited even more. So thank you so much, and please enjoy Camille Saëns. I guess we have one more thing for you. And this is also by French composer. And this is Jules Massenet. And this is famous Thais meditation. This is sort of a piece that always been associated with beauty and with incredible passion, but at the same time it's so serene, or sometimes it's intimate or very passionate. It's just something that really goes deep in the heart and always sort of have an incredible impact. So thank you so much again. We really felt incredible here, felt loved, and this is the last piece for tonight. This is Jules Massenet, Meditation.